Hey everybody, we're back again. Oh man, we are just so excited to be here. Justin, on a scale of 1 to
7.
Okay, on a scale of 1 to 7.
7.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm very glad to hear that you're 7 years old. Yeah, you didn't let me finish my question.
Oh.
Which was, yeah, on a scale of 1 to 7, how old are you? Wow, that's comedic.
7.
It's comedic genius right there. Am I right, Justin?
I agree. I think just asking the same question that we'd already answered before is smart.
Yeah, you know, it really helps me fill time when I'm...
What helps you fill time?
Well, I'll explain. It helps me fill time is that
Can you explain, please?
repeat things that I've said already. Yes, I'll explain. I repeat things that I've said already, which helps me fill time. I repeat things that I've said already, which helps me fill time.
You repeat things that you've said already that helps you fill time?
Yes, indeed. I repeat things that I've said already, which helps me fill time.
I like filling time.
Yeah, I do too. For example, I fill time with random noises. I also fill time. I also fill time by shouting random obscenities, such as "filthy cockmuncher."
Oh. I thought you were gonna go along the route of like, darn it.
Oh no! Like real stuff, real talk, man. You
like,
know.
Oh crap.
Yeah.
Real stuff.
That was a fun conversation.
What else have you done to fill your time recently?
Last night I went to the movies.
Alright.
And
what movie did you say?
that's the end of that story. Last night I went to the movies and I saw Doctor Strange.
Oh, that's out?
Yeah, it's out.
Oh, I actually really wanted to go to that.
Yeah, it was good. I really enjoyed it. I thought, without giving too much away, I thought that the movie did a very good job of, well, not in one instance, but in one particular instance, the movie...
Not in one instance, but in one instance.
There were two instances in which the movie dealt with
a single instance.
consequences of actions very differently, which seems very broad and is. But my point, like, do you mind like a super minor spoiler?
No.
It's like, yeah, super minor. And everybody at home, by the time this video comes out, the movie will have been like months old probably. So, deal. Basically, is my point. At one point, the doctor does kill somebody while fighting.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Like a lot of superheroes do in the Avengers and stuff like that. Like a lot of people die. And so since he's a doctor, you know, he became a doctor to save lives, and you know, how can you be saving lives when you just killed a guy? So that's something that he really grapples with, and he actually like has to deal with for a little bit in the movie.
I guess I'd have to ask you about the other movie first. What did you think of Suicide Squad if you saw it?
I did see it. Wasn't a huge fan.
Yeah, same.
Wasn't a huge fan.
That's what I was expecting.
It was like, there were parts about it that I enjoyed.
It was like entertaining-ish, but
yeah, I don't know. I felt
there's parts of it that were frustrating.
Yeah, I felt that the villain was certainly uninteresting.
Yep. I can get it. I thought they were gonna go an entirely different direction with the villain, and it was just that.
Yeah, I thought it was Amanda Waller was like they were gonna go take her down.
Yeah, but then
like,
it's just the person in the film.
And it's the same like every single time. You know, it's a villain that just wants to destroy the world because they're mad. Yeah. They're real mad.
There's no backstory or anything.
And
I was like, I was just making fun of it the entire time that I was watching it.
And like, yeah, I don't know. It's just seemed to be lacking in passion.
Okay, but
you know, the movie...
Doctor Strange is better than that.
Yes, Doctor Strange doesn't have an amazing villain either. But that's not the part that, you know, really sells the movie. It has great characters. There's not tons of characters, but the ones you do meet are funny and they have interesting personalities.
I prefer that. I don't like when I have to memorize a million characters.
Yeah.
That's why I've never been able to watch Game of Thrones, because the main character dies every episode.
Oh yeah.
So you just get a new main character.
That's a good point. Yeah, my sister is really big into Game of Thrones, but
Really?
I watched it for a bit, but no, I'm not super into it either.
Yeah.
So in that chest, I got the magic hammer. What that allows me to do is pow. Fuck you, turtle. These are just regular turtles. They're
Really? Like, it's just like turtles and they're attacking.
I mean, they're huge.
And they're vicious,
But yeah, they don't do a whole lot. They're just kind of turtles.
I forgot what I was gonna say something.
Oh, well, you better remember it's stat.
Oh yeah, I don't like the villains in a lot of Marvel movies or superhero movies.
Yeah, they they're often not that good.
I'm trying to think of if there were any where I really did think the villain was like well done. It's like Ultron, he was just like a robot.
The Ultron. I mean, Ultron had nice banter and he was kind of funny, but his motivations were still like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of movies that I like.
I don't know. The whole deal was just like, humans are bad, and I'm James Spader, and that was kind of his whole deal.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I kind of get that, but also if you're some super ultra robot that knows everything, wouldn't you know that there is value to human life?
Yeah.
Right. The point was that he's omnipotent because he is the internet.
Yeah, and he was
basically.
stupid for
And he was just stupid, even though he was supposed to be a genius.
he was trying to embody the idea that if robots become ultra powerful, they'll realize that humans are more bad, do more harm than good. But he didn't really show that at all.
Yeah, he came to that conclusion in by seeing war and stuff that was bad and racism.
Yeah.
Through through the internet, but then didn't see the positive things about humanity as well. So I found that to be sort of interesting. That it's why would he necessarily definitely reach that conclusion?
Yeah,
I didn't feel like the movie did a good enough job showing.
I liked
that was
Loki a
good.
lot. Loki was one villain that I actually liked.
Yeah, I think the more times you see Loki, he gets better. If you just see him in the Avengers,
No.
he's not good.
In the Thor,
I think.
if you watch the Thor movies as well.
Yeah, I think combined, if you see both the Thor movies and the Avengers, then his motivation makes more sense.
Yeah, I grew to like Thor.
He's in the shadow of his brother, and he wants power, and he wants to be loved by his father, and he wants to be his father's, rightful son and the rightful heir to the throne. But none of that happens for him.
Yeah, Thor: The Dark World was after the Avengers, right?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, the first one was before the first Thor movie, or
Yeah.
was it after? Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought they should have made both before the Avengers movie, so that people could have more backstory. for
I agree.
Loki
It felt
going
like
into it.
it
Because if he's
felt
gonna be the main villain,
yeah, I would agree. Ow. Why am I so bad at this?
this is a fucking mirror guy from before. You just shoot and then run. There you go.
There we go. Yeah, no, I'm stupid. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate it. Alright. This time I actually have to be a little bit careful.
Because you don't have any. But good job being careful.
Thank you. I feel like I've been successful in
Oh
my
wow,
endeavors.
actually, you did.
Yeah. I did a good job.
What were you trying?
What was I saying about what?
You were about to say something before when you said, "Oh shit," and then talked with the guy who was attacking you.
I totally forgot.
Well,
awesome. Oh shoot, I was gonna show you these really cool enemies. I can still show you. Alright. So let's see, if I go in here. Oops. Not in, oh wait, no. You've seen him already.
Really?
You saw him in the Tower of Hera with the golden trolls.
Which ones?
Those guys that are on the platform there. If I swipe at them, they push me back a little bit, and I can fall off the platform. So I was talking earlier in another episode about other Zelda games, and how in Ocarina of Time, I know this is something that has been said by many people, and I sound a bit like I'm quoting Ego Raptor's Sequelitis, which to an extent is true. I have seen it, but I do agree very much with what he said in that video. which is that, like, for example, there's this part in the,
Sequelitis?
yeah, that's the show. Oh, I forgot that you could just kill him with this. I didn't know that. I mean, you still, like, it's still, you still have
You
to...
trap him in a corner. But like...
Well, the green guys don't shoot back at you. That's why the green guys are really easy.
Oh, really? I thought it was just like you had his back turned and just managed to get him stuck there because he wouldn't mirror you.
You may be able to do that. I don't know. Anyway, there's this one part in the fire temple where, like, you are jumping across these platforms and there's lava underneath you, but you can't fall if you just hold the run button forward.
Oh, yeah.
And so
like,
there's no danger. And so something that you could just put on that platform is one of those enemies in that other group, you know, and that's a little challenge. So that game, I find, does a good job of creating an atmosphere that feels dangerous and scary, but the game itself isn't that dangerous and scary.
Yeah, I feel like you're...
I've talked about
Yeah.
Ocarina of Time far too extensively in this series and whatever, just Zelda in general.
I mean, it's a Zelda series. So.
That's true.
I still think of these as Link games.
Yeah.
Probably exclusively because Link's higher on the Smash Bros. Tier list, but Zelda.
I should mention, aside from Skyward Sword, which I'm willing to give another chance, I have never played a Zelda game that I've disliked. Yeah.
So Ocarina of Time you liked, you said.
I liked Ocarina of Time. I enjoyed playing it. There were parts of it that I didn't enjoy, and parts of it that I thought could be better.
But overall, you thought it was...
But overall, I thought it's definitely not a bad game by any measure. Yeah, and I don't intend to say that about any Zelda game. I just happen to think this one has less flaws than Ocarina of Time.
I mean, this game looks amazing. From what I've seen. Like it's very just like good.
It's just fun.
It's fun.
It's just a lot of fun.
Fun. The story's like cool.
Yeah, but there's also like
There's a lot of hidden stuff.
Yeah, there's tons of hidden secrets, and there also is no story. Like pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, there's something there.
I mean, there's some story.
Yeah, there's some story and there's like some exposition, but there's nothing that like
Wow, you died.
gets much in the way of gameplay. You know,
you
it's just
get to
like
do your thing.
they kind of shove a wall of text at you every once in a while. But generally, it's like, you know, go do the thing, and what you want to do, i.e., fighting monsters and going into temples and solving puzzles, is what the game requires you to do. So
that's like let you
so
do
that's
the
what you're
whole
gonna
Zelda
do.
thing.
Right. Yeah. You save the kingdom by having fun, rather than, you know, having fun
Memorizing
like,
a story.
Right. Yeah. Or like having fun like despite having to save the kingdom. You know.
Okay.
Which isn't a problem I find present often.
I actually
but
find
just,
that
like-
in a fair few games.
Oh yeah. Okay. What sort of things? Well,
Like-
you know, it's interesting. It's an interesting topic, but fuck you. We'll talk about it later.
All right.
This is the boss battle, so we'll see you in just a minute.
Ooh, it was a boss battle.
Yeah. Very exciting stuff. All right, we'll see you in a minute, folks. Goodbye.